the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jacks up a three. Here's Jokic. Count it.
Savvy, size, length, strength, touch. Jokic, a low down on the blocks.
Maxey with it. He takes it in. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Maxey against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Maxey missing.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish it tight. That's a miss they can live with.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Back to Maxey. They need this. And the layup is up and in.
That's what Maxey's at his best. He wants to get the ball inside.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Edwards. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's Maxey missing. The 76ers have got 5 of 7 shots to fall. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, you've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
The big-time throwdown. Check it out. Keeps a grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Here's Maxey. Another miss by Maxey.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game, and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player.
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Wembanyama's checked in for Jokic. Tatum comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Edwards. And Doncic has subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Shepard's checked in.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shooting.
On target from range.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Ivy goes in over Mitchell, and Ivy gets it to go on the assist by Shepard.
And just active inside. Ivy's a guard who's more at home around the hoop, not the three-point line.
Tatum looking it over. Brown with a screen. The rebound by Detroit. And this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year.
For a team with their talent, it's a bit surprising how poorly they played in this matchup last year.
And guys, they suffered a clean sweep, and for one of the best teams in the league, that cannot sit well. You know they'll come to play tonight.
And the basket is good.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Hey, Kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
Here's Shepard, guarded by Doncic. Here's Shepard. Just 3 on the clock. That one is off.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing. But they don't want to chance that again.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the 76. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys? Lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Here's Shepard. Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got Shepard. Marcus Sasser is out there with Holland. Then it's Maxey, and it's Klintman in its center, locking down the middle. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
How about the sprint of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Here's Sasser. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Philadelphia leading by 17. Mark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's going to throw that. I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Edwards looking for an opening. Kicks it to Doncic. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. The 76ers, number 1, 5th best. The Pistons.
This is going to be a shooting contest as much as it is anything else. We know both of these teams are capable of racking up some huge point totals.
And here's Edwards outside. Holland with a rebound.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
And no good. Great D that time from Holmgren. The Sixers lead by 17. And Carroll passes to Holmgren. And there it is for him. Holmgren's got his first points in this one.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Jeffries checked in for the Pistons. Thompson comes in for Sasser. Here's Shepard. And again, the Pistons missing. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line on this one. All right, Greg, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And so it's Detroit with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Barnes finds Edwards. Here's Holmgren. Back to Edwards. Three-pointer. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Holland. And he hits it from 9 feet. Holland's got his second bucket on the night.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
It's Edwards on the wing. The three from Banchero. Holland with a rebound. The Pistons have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Drills it from deep.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Edwards. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Edwards has got 15.
You know, when you're a guard like Edwards, I think you need the teardrop in your arsenal. Too many great rim protectors in the NBA.
Oh,
What you say? Come on now. Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
For 3, Maxey. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Philadelphia leading by 23. There's Young with the 3. Nice start for him. Taking his first shot.
Ice Trey, looking cool as ever, just draining him.
And here's Maxey. He has 6. Here's Holland. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Edwards for 3. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Detroit calls timeout, but Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
Detroit shooting their first free throws tonight. No good on that one. Mobley, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Cade Cunningham comes in for Mitchell. And he sinks the second. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Mobley passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Ivey's shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And that one's good. Jokic has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Sixers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome, everybody. The Warriors playing at Chase Center as they go up against the Pelicans. That one gets going at 7 p.m. Eastern.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Detroit Pistons.
Where's the perimeter, D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you might be able to guard the perimeter. And that's it for halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up, Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, B.A. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play. Trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
They've got Nikola Jokic. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Kate Cunningham. Then there's Mobley, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Fires from deep. He drops it from range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
It's hauled in by the Sixers. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and are taking control on the glass.
And Cunningham's teammates rely on him to score, which is why he's so assertive on the offensive end.
Maxey passes to Ivy with the drive, and he makes it on the layup. Ivy's got his 2nd basket of the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
16 feet out. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That'll be the 2nd and last game of a quick homestand. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Cunningham. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And they cracked the top 5 for team three-point percentage. That gave them such an edge on the offensive end, forcing the defense to come out and cover them at the arc.
And when you look at their field goal percentage last season, it's obvious this was a team that made smart offensive decisions and didn't rush to take shots. The Pistons have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. For 3, Maxey. And again, no good by Detroit. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Shot is good by Edwards.
And, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
For 3, Maxey. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Doncic passes to Wembanyama. Outside Edwards. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Tatum. Here's Edwards. That one goes in. Edwards got 24.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
There's 1:34 left in the 3rd quarter. Maxey surveys. Fires the 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the 76ers. Outside Edwards. Over Ivy. Misses off the left iron.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Looking unstoppable. Ivy able to get the advantage there on the fast break.
Outside Edwards. Stolen by Ivy. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. For 3, Maxey. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the 2nd half. And here's Edwards outside. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards has got 7 points for the quarter.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the 1st half. Now nails another.
Thompson outside. Pass to Jeffries. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Philadelphia's gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the 3rd. Here's Tatum. Again, Philadelphia.
Well, Tatum can find a shot he wants just about anywhere. He's got that kind of versatility.
Up top, Maxey, guarded by Doncic, and it's Maxey missing. Outside Edwards. Good if it goes. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. The Sixers on top, delivery. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth, we've got Holland, Maxey out there with Shepard, then there's Marcus Sasser, and it's Klintman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Great pass by Maxey there. This guy really clever at finding ways to get his teammates involved.
Wembanyama finds Tatum. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Tatum. Pass to Wembanyama. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly. Player to fan without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
Thompson, he's checked in for Sasser. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Maxey, that's good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Edwards. Doncic outside. Goes up on the wing. Again, Philadelphia.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Maxey against Edwards. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now Edwards. One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact that players have that option and that freedom.
It's Edwards on the wing. There's the three. The offensive rebound. Out left to the wing. Doncic on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant. Here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, BA. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout fourth year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And there's another one for the Pistons. A minute 50 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Tatum from long range. The rebound by Detroit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Thompson outside. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the 76ers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
So impressed with this performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Tatum with it. Pass to Edwards. Back to Tatum. Edwards with it. The 3 hits the trifecta.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming. Attack mode. He doesn't know how to stop.